we can just go. Let's just go. Let's keep going. Let's play. Let's play the game and see what's happening. We can take our government mandated look at the cotton patch right at the beginning. It's still funny. It's still funny. Yeah. Like 3 months later and it's still funny. All right, what am I doing? Book bottlenecks, art, pills, and ball gowns. Hello? Oh, right. That was my solution for rocks. That was my solution for rock winding. Fascinating. Good job. Good job. Went to your window looking for a UPS delivery and was like, holy crap, it's bright. I'll believe that. Well, I'm glad this worked. Or at least appears to be working. It's continuously taking a journey. And if anybody happens to get stuck along the way, then the attendants will immediately appear and solve the problem. We tried catapults. The range was too big. And I didn't want to set up a catapult way station. Because that seemed like an additional amount of work. How are the mulberries doing? I guess we should go take a look at mulberries. Wow, that's a lot of silkworms lying around doing nothing. Also, we definitely do not have enough anything here. Dang. Alright. This is in fact working. Which is pretty cool. We don't have enough cocoons. But eventually we'll catch up. This is still gonna need to scale harder. For sure this is gonna need to scale harder. But as is, it is working. Which I'll take. I'm willing for that to be where we're at for right now. So that's good. An excuse to mass produce catapults. Alright, that's fair. That's completely reasonable. I understand. Man. Clay storage. Clay storage is actually working out. Still have a giant pile of fish cakes. Man, that's a lot of fish cakes. Fish cakes, parentheses, raw. Alright, so let's get on to the things that actually need my attention, shall we? The first is books. We're short on books, and thus my poor citizens can't study. Which, is in fact a problem. So let's figure out why we're short on books and how to fix it. We apparently have plenty of whatever the hell is happening here. No, that's just piles of things going onto the bookmaker. Paper and ink. 0 ink. Plenty of paper. Alright, how do I make ink faster? Ink appears to rely on charcoal, so we just need more charcoal. So we need another crude furnace in which to make charcoal. That seems pretty standard. Shouldn't they be refrigerated? Should they? You can finally buy Factorio? Excellent, I'm happy for you. Factorio is going to be a heck of a game. I have greatly enjoyed all of my time in Factorio. And continue to enjoy time in Factorio. Whenever I can find an excuse to spend time in Factorio. A big pile of fish cakes is a recipe for disaster. Yeah, fair. Alright, where are furnaces? Here's a furnace. Make me a furnace. How am I for flooring? Sufficient. Where else are we bottlenecked? Like, actually nowhere? Everything else we're just completely full up? There's a giant stack of toy horses and carts. Wow. Toy horses and carts all ready to go. I guess those are leftovers? Leftover toy horses and carts? from people who no longer need toy horses and carts. Like, oh, you can even see that they have their stuff with them. That's cool. Even though they're babies, they have toys. Little baby colonists with their toy horse and cart. Soon to be extremely large colonists once they move into a mansion. Still playing RimWorld, get that itch for Oni. It's only a matter of time before you cave. Fair enough. I wouldn't call buying Factorio caving. I think it is actually the superior game. Afraid to ask why you have a pile of babies. Hey, at least they're not on spikes. Having them on spikes would make it difficult to move them into mansions. Freely admitted. Oh. Carrot burgers, fish burgers. All right. It's almost time. Almost time for better food. Wow, are we actually like almost done with all of the science? That's kind of wild. Does that baby have chickenpox? Yes! It has the itis. Wait, does one of the babies have chickenpox? I'm not bringing you a book. I'll bring you a metal wheel. That means that he has the medicine is insufficient. I mean, this one definitely had the itis for a little bit. Because all of the things run out at the same time. So if he was out of house, he was also out of medicine. Yep. Health is one of the many needs of colonists. Gotta get them medicine so that they stay healthy. Alright. How's that furnace coming along? I'll put this over here real quick. Just get this, you know, house business out of the way. That's enough houses. That is a sufficiency of houses. Furnace is done. Excellent news. Let's put that furnace to work. Alright, so now we have... Oh, and then I need to do the thing with it. There we go. Enjoy. Now the furnace works. We can make it produce some more charcoal. And #1 charcoal fetcher can add charcoal to things. Oh, maybe I just add another robot to this furnace? Honestly, I could probably do that. That seems like a better solution than adding a second furnace. Oh well, second furnace is here. Charlene. Who is Charlene? Oh, that's who Charlene is. Well, let's have you do it again. This is just the right amount of data storage. Are there any free robots that I need to repurpose? No. You come on up here. There is a lot going on in this base, for sure. It's pretty chaotic. And, space concerns have caused things to be even more chaotic more of the time. This is about the only thing I have laid out in an intelligent manner. Because I managed to do, like, some railroad stuff and have it be far away from everything else. Everything else is just a fiasco. Honey's looking good, finally. There's just the problem of all these fish cakes. Because we're short on dishes. Imagine if we could put catapults on trains. See, this is just another reason for you to play Factorio. Because you can put artillery on trains. Alright, will this fix the book problem? Cartillery. I love it. Alright, one wheel for research purposes. One extremely heavy wheel for research purposes. Still out of books. Really got to work on this. Business with the books. Oh, this is looking good. Just look at all that WUV I'm generating. Or will be once I have books for everybody. Oh. Look at all the colonists we've educated. Dang. Bot Drive Mark III Variant 2. Horned Helmet and Trike! Yo, I can get a trike? I'm definitely gonna make myself a trike. Your colonists look great, well-fed, comfortably housed and clothed, and suitably entertained, healthy, and educated. Sure. Wait, what's this? Another transmission from Aaron, and Gary at Autonauts HQ? This makes the third or fourth transmission, I think. Hello again. Didn't expect to see you again so soon. Looks like nice hats. Looks like your colonists need just one final push to reach transcendence. We think we know how best to do that, but we need to run some experiments to be sure. Transcendence. In the meantime, build a rock-solid steam-powered world and keep those colonists content. Autonauts HQ out. Well, okay. Alright, let's get on this trike business. Trike requires a bunch of bits. 2 good wheels. Pole, plank, and crude axle. Pole? Plank? And crude axle. Not a good axle. Only a mediocre axle. Trike! Cool. Now I have an actual device to cruise around on. None of this skateboard shenanigans. I gotta get out of that mess of things. I want to see how I look with a trike. Look at me go! Whee! It's pretty fast, actually. Dog can barely keep up. Excellent. Now I got some serious wheels. Has this process improved at all? Maybe. We're still behind. If only I could give a skateboard to the dog, right? Oh man, that'd be amazing. Dog definitely deserves a skateboard. This is such a holdup here. I should probably make this better. Once again, I am stuck in this trap of trying to make one robot do too many things, when the answer is always 100% of the time, throw more robots at it, rather than fit more instructions into single robots. Come on, buddy. Got a job for you. What the hell? How am I holding on to... Oh, no. I have made mistakes. I have accidentally picked up a colonist. Well, let's just put this poor idiot back with the rest of the colonists. I do not need them. Alright, so here's the plan. Find charcoal, pick up charcoal, repeat until hand's full, or there's no more to pick up. Dump the charcoal until hand's empty. Do this forever. Alright, which means that all of you can stop picking up your own charcoal. You can just add logs forever. Just do that instead. Kidnapped is the correct terminology. Accurate. I did accidentally kidnap a colonist. However, I have returned them to the, extremely comfortable, I'm sure, colonist holding pile. So, you know, everything's fine. No problems. Is this forever? Hang on. Maybe this shouldn't be forever. Maybe this should be until charcoal storage is full? Yeah. Until full charcoal storage. And then that forever. And then I need to do the same thing over here. Repeat until full charcoal storage. Repeat forever. Repeat until full charcoal storage. Repeat forever. Alright. Good. It's kind of interesting because they're they're dumping at the same time instead of letting one of them dump all of their logs at first. which means that they're all stacked up at a time, doing logs one at a time, instead of one of them emptying their logs and then going back, and then the next person emptying their logs. So they're all hanging out there longer than they need to be. Well, now it's kind of working. There's still like a brief period of non-usage on the machine, but with one more robot, I think the machine would be in constant use, regardless of efficiency. Yeah, that's true. The concern here, it doesn't matter how efficient the robots are being, as long as the machine is being used sufficiently. That's like the actual bottleneck, right? Efficient robots or no, it kind of doesn't matter if I have 3 robots doing it or 5 robots doing it. As long as the machine is in constant use, the robots can be inefficient about it. And that doesn't really matter, because robots aren't actually a resource. I just need to throw more robots at it. Oh, we're out of logs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of logs. Yeah, out of logs. We did it. We did it. We ran out of logs. Like 2 more bots would do it. I actually think like 1 more bot on this machine would do it, but yeah, 1 bot, 2 bot, 3 bot, it doesn't matter. It's very close, and adding another bot would definitely fix it. And then the next step would be adding bots to the next machine over. But of course, the problem now is the problem of logs. So let's fix the logs problem, shall we? Time to problem logs. Time to de-problem logs. This all needs to be cleared out. So let's get the where is the soil prep team? Are they prepping soil right now? Where are you at, soil prep team? Oh, good answer. No, they are not currently prepping soil. But we can give them some soil to prep. You toss a whole log or 2 for a single chunk of charcoal. Yeah, it's not a super efficient process for sure. Alright, soil prep team, here we go. Find nearest turf in alternating. That is correct. Do it. Go. You also get to go. Definitely want all that grass gone. And there's nothing else really in the way. So this is the stuff that matters. And then we can send Returfer out to here. To make sure that we're actually covering the space in the way that I desire. Thusly. Yeah, do it. Train carriage, train engine, and train refueling station. Neat. And then the rest of the soil prep squad can come and hang out. And now we have a new forestry team. Ready to go. Add them to the forestry commission. Alright. We need 1 or 2 shovelers. I don't actually know how many shovelers we need. How many shovelers do we need? Probably 2. I don't know. This zone seems to be okay with 1. let's assume the answer is 1. You stop for a second, so I can borrow your brain. And then go. And then we bring over somebody new. Make sure you know which space that you are working in. It's this space. Get to work. And we are unoriginal when it comes to digger names, so you are digging Zone 6. I guess I should give it an actual zone. Forestry Zone 6. Even gets a color. Much prefer highly latent to terrible efficiency. That's probably true. Alright, I don't know what we're doing with all this grass, but that's maybe less relevant. I don't know how I started on this. I guess I went from Johnny Be Good to Johnny Tree Good to Johnny For Good? That's a hell of a progression. Well, I guess it's time for Johnny 6 Good. Johnny 5 Good is alive good. Oh, he sure is. Sure is. Also, this is even better because he can be pronounced Johnny Vega. Ah, Cryptomancer's already there. Yep. Yep. So everything about this is perfect. Also, you're missing an H. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this. Now we need somebody with an axe. DJ Apocalypse cuts wax with an axe. Ah, I've already made that joke. Okay. Great. Perfect. Who else has an axe? Who else has axes? I need somebody else to wield an axe here. Axel Rose? I've already used Axel Rose for the axles, because in addition to axes, we do have axles in this game. Garrett feels out of place. It's true. It's true. I don't know, man. You wanted to be a robot wielding an axe. I could give that to you. And then there's a bunch of freshly cut grass in the way, which I need an FCG to fix this problem for me. Tree hat? I thought that was an actual tree walking around for a second. Good job, that robot. One random guy named Steve is its own fun. True. True. Alright, can one person with an axe keep up with this amount of trees? Maybe if they had sneakers. Yeah, they're not quite keeping up. I think we need another one. Bots are using camouflage. They are! Very tricksy, these robots. What do we have out of here? Ah, that axe I have not actually used. Alright. I'm willing to go with this. There is not an "and my axe." That should also work. Oh, accident is amazing. Wow. How did I miss the boat on that one? Alright, I should definitely try to make that happen. Should we need more axe wielders? I feel like I almost need more planters. Well, what is going on here? Oh, we're full on silkworm cocoons. Okay, so this actually, like, ran out of whatever it was doing. Which means we can start on, the ball gowns. We can start on ball gowns, probably. So if I open up Bull Russian... we should have... probably just one person bringing the silk cloth at the moment. And nobody bringing over the shirts and ties. That's probably fine. We'll make this switch later. But I do want somebody bringing over silk thread for this. Do you have restrictions here? No, you're just doing it. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what you're doing is it's 4 at a time? 4 at a time. You're coming over here. Fax machine. I chuckled. What you're gonna do is you're going to take ×4. And then you are going to dump that silk into the power loom. Until hands empty, you are going to do this until not empty the power loom. And do that forever. Whoa, my power requirements are quite high. I may have to look into that. Add another actual power, steam power? What is this thing? Steam engine? Another stationary steam engine? We'll see. Because not all of the machines are always needing power. So it's okay for the power requirements to be higher than my ability to supply them. Because they're not all consistent. At any rate, I can't refuel at the pace required to power all of them at the same time anyway. Alright, what am I naming you? What do we name the silk thread maneuverer? Bobbin Winder. I think I get that. Alright, I'll go with it. I definitely trust that of all the people in this chat, Cryptomancer knows more than me about tailoring and thread manipulation. We need somebody pulling more logs from out here also. Do I have a, mulberry bush log puller? I do have a log puller. Cool. Get one more of these bad boys. You're afraid of oh boy. Oh boy. Is this like the "frayed not" joke? That's probably one of my favorite jokes behind my other two favorite jokes. I like that one a lot also. It's also like it's one of those puns that is harder to do via speech. Like, you have to put some weird emphasis on it to make it work. Like, it works so much better when people are reading it than when people are hearing it. This might end up needing to be expanded. But as it stands, it's probably fine. For now. Until we get to whatever the next level of thing is. Oh, this finished, didn't it? I gotta go do the next thing. Which means I gotta bring over a book. Oh, we do actually have books that I can bring over. Cool, we caught up. That's exciting. Everybody's happy. Look at all of these happy colonists. The slow traversal of this goddamn book. Book is so heavy. Get out there, book. Whew. Alright, and then soon we'll be able to learn how to make better books. In the meantime, let's try building a castle and see how well this works. Castles are 4 by 5. Oh, about the same size as the, Churro. What a fantastic name. What a great name for a colonist. Shiruko once again has the itis. Time to give you a big bottle of placebo. Ah, feeling better already. Gonna switch to vertical stripes. And cover this up. Log's doing maybe okay. Log's holding steady. But the important part of this process is that books are keeping up. Oh, we ran out of stone blocks. Time to move the stone block location. What is this? Why is this just here? Nobody has moved this block? Why has nobody moved this block? That's weird. I guess because he keeps finding it, so the other robot can't find it? Like, once it's been found by a robot, other robots are going to ignore it? I think that's true, actually. Alright, but I do need to swap the zone, which I can do by coming over here. And moving this. Now we've got a new zone to chop up. And this is just going to be abandoned, I guess? I'll go grab it. I can help them out with this. Right, well, this is definitely going to be a process, these castles. Because, boy howdy, do we need a lot of rocks. Are you... This should be working, right? You should be finding based off of this thing. Oh. Oh, you were ready for catapulting. I see. I see the sign mover, but I don't see anybody coming to pick up the blocks. Or maybe they are and I'm just missing it. Oh, okay, blocks have arrived. The system is working, just not, you know, maybe a little slowly. Oh, I'm still holding onto a rock. Why am I holding onto a rock? Put the rock back. Jeez. Come on, guy. Capable of carrying 2 rocks at a time. What a powerhouse. Certainly better than weak little old me. I should maybe make another rock carrier, given how far away the rock patches are these days. Man, yet another argument for catapults, huh? Even with possible intermediate locations. Thinking about catapults. It is slightly more work than I want, but this is so slow. Poor robot. Running from so far away to bring over the rocks. Also want to change the upgrade zone here. Upgrades are still happening in the upgrade zone. I think I'm still changing the upgrade zone, though. Do some upgrades out here. Seems like a good place for upgrades. So what's up with these bot workbenches? Ah, that's what's up with the bot workbenches. Now I understand. Alright, well, as you were. Alright, castle's getting built. I think the next step is to work on art. So let's look at art. Abstract, still life, and portraits. Are they all the same process? Varying degrees of paint required for each kind of art. Oh, and colonist WUV. Specifically baby WUV? Are you kidding me? Why? Why baby colonists? Why the tiniest of colonists? Did I actually need to keep a stock of this in order to... I guess I need to have more generated. Wow, okay. This is not where I thought I was gonna go. I did not expect to need a separate colonist farm. Maybe it will accept different WUV, maybe. I mean, honestly, keeping a bunch of, like, level 0 colonists fed and happy is not difficult to do, right? We have no shortage of berries to just throw at colonists if it'll produce the necessary materials. Square frame and bulrush cloth for canvases, okay. And then paints, fresh water, egg, metal bucket, and all of the flowers that I am not currently otherwise using. Planning a baby slum. I mean, It sounds awful, but it's not inaccurate. Non-fungible WUV. Nothing in this game is fungible. You can't funge any of it. Stage 2 of 7 going on with this castle now. All right, well, let's get started on what we know what we must do. So let's get started on doing, I guess. Where are we gonna do art? Could reserve this space for art purposes? Very far away from all of the materials it requires? Colonist happiness is a pyramid scheme? You're not wrong. Alright, I need bulrush cloth in order to make frames. In order to make canvas, right? 4 cloth and a square frame. Square frames we've got loaded up over here. So somewhere in the middle? Or something? How's that returfing business going? Alright, new plan. There's all of this soil space that really doesn't need to be soil. Let's just turf it all. The current dozen colonists are dependent on exploiting the labor of nearly 700 bots. It's true. It's true. All of this labor is purely in service of keeping colonists happy. That's it. That is the whole point. The whole point is making colonists happy. And we see not a penny in return for our labors. Robot slavery is at an all-time high. And then we have, you know, this pile of colonists. Second-class colonists. Yeah, somewhere out here, I think. I don't think I'm going to be using this space for anything else. So we can probably use this space to make canvases. Let's do that. So I'm going to need an extra good workstation. Good workbench. Put that together for me, if you don't mind. Why is this taking so long? Are we out of logs again? We are out of logs again. Yet again out of logs. Should have seen this coming. Thought logs were gonna hold steady. I was wrong. I was so wrong. The moment any drain on my resources shows up, it immediately translates into me running out of logs. Still a bunch of logs out here. Get another mulberry log puller. Alright. Show me a mulberry log puller. Oh, you're not even looking at... No wonder. But also, like, come here. Well, that is literally all of the science. There's no more science. Are you also, like... Yeah, you're also silly. No wonder. And then we can still make the new robot help, because this is a lot of logs. You can be a log puller. The logosphere. Oh my god. That is a lot to deal with. I don't think I'm ready to deal with the logosphere. I think this is beyond my capabilities. Oh man, I forgot about caber tossing. Not enough Scottish people here, though. What is the difference between a log and a caber? How does one specify a caber? Are there, like... What's the word I'm looking for? Not like regiment, not restriction. Regulation. Are there regulation cabers? Are there rules that cabers need to follow in order to be cabers? Sleepy dog. Chain of thought completely derailed. I was looking at the dog. Art! Art! Back to art. The bench is complete. That's great. Castle stage 3 of 7. Still using 1,000,000 blocks forever. Not going to be a lot of castles, I don't think. This is going to be a struggle, probably. Don't know what to do with all these flowers and grass just like lying around. Probably burn them. Caber is usually made from a larch tree. Can be between 16 and 20 feet tall and weighs between 90 and 150 pounds. That's a pretty big range. Like, if you were a professional caber tosser and you just got shafted with a large caber that you couldn't toss as far, like, what rules are in place to even this out? You just gotta suck it up? Maybe better luck next time? Terrible. Alright, you gotta get frames. And this can be as many as you can carry. turns end over end, falling away from the tosser. Ideally, it should fall directly away from the tosser in the 12 o'clock position. The distance thrown is unimportant. Oh. I see. Caber tossing is more about precision. I was unaware. Well, that's cool. What color are the artistes? I feel like I've been using a lot of pink, so I don't want to just make them pink. But maybe there are other colors that better serve here. I'm just gonna make them blue, because I feel like I haven't been using blue that much. Alright, you can help bring over, what is it, cloth? Bulrush cloth, not silk cloth. Okay. How much bulrush cloth can one robot carry? Sweet. You know, just take it all. Take whatever you can carry. Repeat until not empty the workbench. Do it forever. I feel like I've used this name before. That would not surprise me. Alright, now that we have bulrush cloth, now that we have canvas, where does the canvas go? Canvas can be stored in a box. Where am I actually doing the art preparation? We're going to need buckets. Maybe I can do that here? There's not really that much room here, actually. This does not seem like the best place to do all the things. Like, I'm doing this here because it's kind of midway between bulrush and components. But I don't know that this is the best place to do the actual painting or the paint generation. We're gonna need more flower fields to do paint generation, huh? Maybe I can do flowers with the other flowers. That's potentially doable. And then what else does paint generation need? It needs eggs and buckets and water. Not seawater, fresh water. Fresh water? Fresh water. That's a lot of fresh water, actually. You know, that is exactly a metal bucket worth of fresh water. Interesting. So we could have somebody bring over a metal bucket of fresh water and then use that bucket in the paint creation. Does that work? Or will they just add the bucket regardless of contents? Ooh, we're going to be blowing through so much metal. I'm going to have to make more bucket makers. We're going to need additional bucket creation. We're going to need a bigger box of buckets. Been looking up caber tossing rules. Nice. I'm interested to know more. This is not something that I have ever thought about in the past. I mean, we could do the same thing that I'm doing over here, which is do all of the generation somewhere else, and then bring over the final results to a box. Whichever of the various paintings I decide to go with. In theory, if I wanted to keep all of my paint generation even, I would be making one of each of these things. But maybe I just make my paint generation uneven. And then my storage solution becomes a lot easier. NASGA, the North American Scottish Games Association. There is no standard size or weight of a caber, but the caber should be of a length and weight such that at least half the competitors can turn it. Can turn it? That is very vague. Does turn mean throw? I think we're going to be making some abstract art. I like the portraits better than the abstract art, and I like the still lifes better than the abstract art, but the abstract art uses more blue paint, and I like blue better than the other colors. So, I guess we're making abstract art. And we're going to do that up here. Which means, soil prep team, you've got a job. Everybody stop what you're doing. And let's go make some art. Let's go prepare to make some art. We do have some bushes to get rid of. We do have some trees to get rid of. No cereal. Since we have trees to get rid of, we'll have tree stumps to get rid of. We do not need any surf turfed. But if there is turf, no, you're unnecessary. Fruit trees, also unnecessary. Do have some mushrooms, actually. Alright, good. Help clean up. And then whole team, just come over here. Alright, they're going to be working on the trees for a bit. The actual Scottish Highland Games Association is even harsher. Caber should be a length and weight beyond the powers of all but the best athletes to turn. What does turn mean? Like, is that the official word for throw it such that it revolves in the air at least once? Fascinating. I wonder if there's like... not like professional caber tossers, but like professional roster fillers who can't actually toss a caber, but show up to make it seem like the caber is heavier than, like, game the average of participant so that the caber isn't too heavy. So this feels very weird. I don't know why I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna need somebody out here, winding peoples. They can't throw the caber, but they can throw the competition. Right? Right? Oh, we need eggs for this, too. Good thing there's lots of eggs. Oh, there was lots of eggs. Hey, we ran out of the stack of fish cakes. How did that happen? I guess we finally found enough dishes? Or some other changes occurred? Filled up on berry cakes, so we started using the dishes on fish cakes? Man, I have no idea what is happening with everything that is happening here. I'm just gonna let it keep happening and not worry about it. Whatever's going on, it can keep on going on. I guess the cows like the loose hay bales more than they like the truff. That's interesting. But they like the truff more than they like the grass. So they'll come and eat from the truff. Trow? Hold.
Trough.
Trough. I was close. Before they will eat grass. There's nothing left to research. We've actually done it all. Wow. So there's no point in expending effort in keeping these colonists happy. I can't use their WUV anymore. You're useless to me. The engine of society is ground to a halt. Eat them. My economy is in shambles. Still working on building that castle, though. That is definitely a process. Wow, we use so much stone for these castles. I don't know that I can fit more than one person in a castle. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like having multiple castles is going to be quite the process. Not entirely sure that this is a thing I want or can handle. Economy will be great once I don't have these horrid resource sinks anymore. But think of the employment numbers. They kept so many robots employed. For some value of employed. Are we out of turf? What has happened here? Ran out of turf. Yep. Burnt too much turf. Alright, how do I make this stuff? Alchemy station. Ah, okay. Medicines and other chemical concoctions. True. True. 10 flowers at a time? My god. This is expensive. Okay, well, we need some alchemy stations, I guess. Train refueling station. Wild. I still don't know what a rail track stop is for. I didn't feel like I could interact with it. Get even less yellow out of a flower than you do charcoal out of wood. It's true. It's true. Flowers are far less efficient than wood. Alchemy station? Here we are. Make me like 3 of these. Castle is coming along. Roll slowly. There are a lot of rocks to bring over. Man, I am seriously rethinking that catapult proposition. I might just... actually... Stone carrier got stopped and is about to get wound. Here we go. Oh. Is not about to get wound? Is not about to get wound. Is this a good intermediate rock thing? What is the actual furthest distance I can go? To here. Is it a radius? It is a radius. I can go a little bit past the rock thing, but not a lot past the rock thing. So this is a good intermediate station for rock tossing. Aww, the winding bot didn't work. Don't I have 2 roamers with the... Oh, I only have one winder. No wonder this didn't work. Come back here. I need another robot doing this thing that you're doing. Where are you, new robot? There you are. Happened if the roamer ran out of battery, but of course they're always going to be in the right zone. It's true. This should just be... that. Maybe if a fourth robot ends up being necessary, they could be a vagabond. Of course, none of this is particularly necessary if I start using catapults. Maybe the catapult should be on the path? But that's not how this works. Really. Alright, and then he'll get caught when the roamer comes back. The Wanderer. Roamer's coming to help. Cool. Catapults would make this process quicker. By a lot. The problem, of course, is multiple catapults. For some value of problem. I guess I can't use the catapults until I get more catapults made. But for now, what I can do is add another carrier. Without those deadbeat mansion leeches, you can mass produce catapults. Yo, this castle is really the bottleneck here. This is a struggle. Alright, I need you out of the way and you out of the way so we can make yet another alchemy station here. Because I need 3 alchemy stations for my purposes. And then I'm also going to need You know, I am gonna need another catapult. Make me another catapult, too. Game looks like a 1999 webpage. Wow. That's a deep cut. Yeah, things were a little busy. Freely admitted. There's also a lot of under construction happening. Welcome to my build zone. Please excuse the dust. Alright, none of this actually helps me get any closer to finishing the stuff that needs to be finished. That's some work that people can go do. So many shaped stone blocks necessary. Thank you for finishing the catapult. Alright, so more scrolling marquee text. That was always in poor taste, alright? Even when it was, you know, the vogue in style, it was still considered gaudy and gauche by those of discerning taste. My god, the hit counters. Hit counters. Oh, it's so much. It is a lot. It is very much a lot. All right, we have all right, we got to do this in pieces, right? So let's get the catapult out here. I can't put the catapult on top of the clay. Clay is sacred. Cannot build over clay. Huh. And then this catapult has to be positioned so that the rock can be tossed in appropriate places. Pachoom! Now we're using catapults for their intended purposes. Hurling big rocks around. Alright, you, friend, are going to find rocks and hurl them. Ah! It doesn't fit! It doesn't fit! It was the ambition of all the inevitable leading zeros. True story. True story. Alright, you are now going to find stone blocks. The region in which you find stone blocks is the Stonemason's Lodge. And then you put the rock in a catapult. And you do this forever. Trebuchet, that's something. I'm trying to get something out of rock and roll and heavy metal, but like, it's not metal, and the rocks aren't rolling. It's not quite coming together, you know? It just doesn't soar. Unlike these rocks, which definitely soar. Just look at those suckers fly. It's beautiful. This is real art. Whatever. Found a rock! Hurl that sucker. Look at him go! Big rocks, yeah! Nice. Very nice. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a finished castle. Just look at that. Beautiful. Put that in my inventory. Alright, well, I guess I'll leave the roaming winder squad as legacy materials that may turn out useful purely by accident. And otherwise, we've now got a system that I'm happy with. Well, not exactly happy with. There's still the same problems with it as there were last time I turned the system down. But they really do fix that throughput problem. So that's good. Is this printing press not being used for anything? Oh, this was gonna be for encyclopedias. Once we were ready to make encyclopedias, I guess. Well, good. All right. I'm still kind of hung up on this art business. 2 books, 2 paper, 2 ink to make an encyclopedia. Because an encyclopedia is just 2 books back to back, right? You take a book, you take another book, and then you've got an encyclopedia, because it's a thicker book. Makes sense to me. Pretty standard, really. I'm still pretty happy about this system, too. This has been working out really well. In a world where the best solution to throughput problems is catapults, I guess trains is probably a better solution. The catapults really work well for that intermediate step. They are very good at doing what they're doing. So, art? About that art? Still working on art? Still trying to figure out how, where, what I am doing with regards to art? I think we might take this space for art. This might be my artist space. I have now turned down this space that I was going to use for art. And I have decided on a different space to use for art, probably. Turn down for what? Turn down for art. Turn down. Weren't you paying attention? Okay, so, in that case... Oh, we still haven't done anything with the ziggurat. I think we still don't do anything with the ziggurat. I think that's okay. I think I am not yet ready to sacrifice animals for the purpose of providing power. I think that is not how this game is going to go. Although it is pretty easy to generate infinite chooks. Chooks are not hard at all to create. And pretty easy to automate also. I guess cows you could also automate if you wanted. But cows are harder to keep fed, whereas chooks are very easy to keep fed. Alright, so we've got 3 alchemy stations. Generating paint. Going to need to bring in buckets of water. We're definitely going to need more bucket creation. I'm going to have to expand my bucketeers. We're going to have to people bringing in the canvas. Canvas needs to be brought in. And then these are made on easels. So we got to go make an easel. At least one easel. Probably just one easel. I don't think I want to have all 3 kinds of art being made. Alright, where are easels? Found it. How am I for walls? Maybe okay. Because all of this is definitely going to need to be walled off. Absolutely not okay for walls. Need a lot more walls. Maybe not log walls, though. Dog! Turns out I was either lying or sorely mistaken on how okay I was for walls. Let's make some more walls. scoring for caber tossing is interesting. Okay, good. More caber tossing facts. If you don't flip the caber at least 180 degrees, then you haven't turned it. And your score is based on how close to vertical you reach. So long as you turn it 180 or more, you're scored based on an horizontal deviation instead. And any turn is better than any non-turn. Okay, so turning is specifically tossing it such that it flips 180 degrees or 180 degrees, yeah, as you said. I was wondering if it was going to be 180 or 360, but that makes sense. So a regulation caber is a caber that can be turned, which for this purpose means thrown such that it flips end over end at least 180 degrees. By some number between half and not many of the participants of any tournament. This is so vague. This is so this is awful. The official rules require so much entrenched gatekeeping of caber tossing. Alright, where are we storing buckets? Buckets of paint. Tell me again about paint. Paint is stored in boxes. Okay. So we have some boxes. I'm going to need more boxes. Make me, say, 3 more boxes. That seems like a reasonable ask. Worst part is you can't tell if you use the right size caber until the competition ends. Yeah, alright. Well, I mean, unless you have people practice turning the cabers. I am amused that if too high a score is achieved across all of the competitors, that means that your caber tossing tournament is invalidated. Because too many people were capable of turning your cabers. What a sport. What an absolute sport. Oh my god. Caber tossing. Yeah. Yeah. Did they make the... I've completely lost everything. Here we go. Here we go. Here is my build zone. Gonna have to do that, and we're gonna need another one of these for canvases, which are also stored in boxes. Get a box of canvas. Box full of canvas. Where does the box full of canvas go? Probably right next to the easel, wherever we're setting up the easel. This could be where we're setting up the easel. Does this look like it works? Is this a setup I can be happy with? Then we've got paint coming in. We'll have eggs coming in. I'm not, like, happy with this, but I think this works. Maybe this barn does not need to be here, though. Maybe we can just move that out of the way. The official rules have a diagram with a stick figure. Is this the official, like, Scottish... What was the name of the Scottish Highland Games Association? Is that where these official rules are coming from? Because that's amazing. It's super good. Alright, and we're going to be making whichever one of these we're going to be making. But those need to be stored in big boxes. So let's get a big box. I have one big box already. We're going to put a big box out here with art in it. Alright. Here's the blueprint. Oh, cool. You could just blueprint a big crate. That's nice. 4 planks, 4 poles. This requires no poles somehow. So is that an easier build than building 3 crates and then upgrading them? Huh. I guess I don't know. Royal Scottish Highland Games Association. The Rishga, if you will. Sounds like somebody from the Wu-Tang Clan. We're good on logs, finally. So that's beautiful. That's brilliant. Alright, I think I am happy with this. So we're gonna need doors here-ish. And a door out here, because this is where I'm gonna be doing my, my flower farming. We're gonna need some flower farming. So then let's also have some more crates. Gonna need some more crates for flowers. Crates for flowers. And now I've got an extra big crate, which is good. Blech. Wow, look at that stack of rocks. We've done it. Ladies and gentlemen, stack of rocks has been achieved. I guess we're still working on cutting this up. I suppose that means we need the soil prep squad to come help. Let's go grab some soil preppers and help them prep some soil. Since I am going to need soil for the purpose of making stuff. I think it needs to be 9 tall. It needs to be 9 tall. And then however wide I want it to go kind of doesn't matter. Because I'm going to need a row of yellow, 3 rows of red, and 5 rows of blue. Which is 1 plus 3 plus 5 is 9. Yeah? Yeah. And I don't know how much space we'll end up actually using. But we'll start with, like, 3 per row, and then ramp that up further if necessary. Soil prep squad, just, you know, come do the thing. All of yous. Is there anybody in here who actually don't need doing the thing? No, all of you can do the thing. Did I get all those walls? I did pick up all those walls, didn't I? Alright, and then we got flower crates. Crates for flowers. There, there, and there. And then somebody is going over, grabbing a bucket, filling it up with water, dumping the water in the thing, and then dumping the bucket in the thing, and then taking the bucket and putting it in the crate. That is the plan. Alright, Shovelbot. Not Shovelbot. Turf Surfer. Surf Turfer? You. You're not doing alternating, you're doing full. Please actually clean this place up. I didn't save, did I? Full, yes, play. Then I can close the thing. Alright, good. We've got to do something with this grass. Where's all this grass going? I'm just gonna plant the grass over here, why not? Like, I mostly just want it out of the way. And I am no stranger to just having piles of random garbage moved out of the way. Like, that also works. Alright, we now need tillers for this space. And I have learned a lesson from how this worked. We're going to need more than one tiller, for sure. Alright, where are my florists? You. I don't need to record you. I just need to take your brain. And then you can keep doing whatever it is you're doing. What is happening here, actually? It's all tilled and planted, and the scythers are not scything. Why are the scythers not scything? Fascinating. Because you are going to get your scythe. Okay. I think I'll make this the next rock patch that we blow through. Completely other direction. And I might be able to move the catapult over and have it still work. Beep, 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 beep. Boop, beep, boop, boop. Intermediate rock hop, and go! Into the stack! Ah, still not enough walls. 1, 2, 3, 4 more walls necessary. I can't use fences, can I? Oh, I can! Fences count for making things indoors? Oh, that's so much cheaper. This is logs and fixing peg. This is logs and planks. But it's also a lot less logs. Oh man, I'm just using crude fences forever now. That's way easier. What did I just pick up from here? This was a box. It was a box. Well, I have learned something about what counts as indoors, so that's cool. Alright, power for all of these facilities. Does this work? Cool. Does this work? Cool. Does this work? Cool. Ah, we found where it stops. Alright. 3, 4, 5, donk. Mushrooms are in the way. Get out of the way, mushrooms. Dog! I literally just... Are you kidding me? Oh, that's too far. Okay. 4 in between. So that does work. I just gotta get the weeds out of the way. As soon as this weed gets picked up. Come on, shoveler, shovel that weed. Please pick the spot I require you to shovel. I think he is in fact doing this spot exactly. Wait, can I not? I can. Oh, I don't have any more, though. I was out. I see the problem. Alright, make me some belt linkages, people. You got work to do. You gotta provide power. Alright, so for each of these alchemy stations... and now we gotta provide flooring. I almost forgot about flooring. Speaking of provide flooring, provide me some flooring. The Strawbringer has work to do. Speaking of additional work. Alright, we've been going for about 2 hours, so I think this is where I'm going to take a quick break. Since that is a thing that I am supposed to do every once in a while. And when I come back... something will happen. Something will happen, probably. Alright. Yeah, back in a bit. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. I am definitely having a good time. Really do like this game. I am really enjoying it still, somehow. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you are new to the stream and enjoying yourself, I would definitely appreciate a follow. And I'll be back in a bit. Alright, I am back. Thank you for your patience, folks. We are going to pause the music and get back into the game. Continue whatever it is we're doing. Because we're doing rather a lot of things. We should keep doing them. Alright, keep doing them. Oh. Well, it does seem like a problem, doesn't it? Suppose we'll have to get somebody out here to fix that problem eventually. Sheep? How did you get out here, sheep? Who told you this was a good idea? Wow, since when have we had random sheep out here? Alright. Alright, sheep. If that's your real name. Can I reach... Man, I just need another catapult, don't I? Never enough catapults. All I want to do is catapult this sheep into the sheep pen from here. Is that too much to ask? Unclear. I'm going to need all of this straw. Yeet all the things, right? I'm wondering if I'll be able to reach, because the sheep pen is on the exact other side of the base. So that's a bit of a reach, right? But maybe I could just catapult it to some other grass that I don't need. Catapult it over to here. Go eat that grass. I mean, it's not like this grass is particularly important, really. The sheep being over here isn't much of a problem. It's just, you know, disorderly. Okay, we need a robot moving over the canvases. So that's going to be you. You are going to grab canvases. Repeat until hands full. If there just, you know, happens to be a canvas around, you can grab it. And dump it in the canvas crate. Alright, we got canvassers, we got log pullers. Soon we're gonna have a whole team. Ready to handle any political inquiries we might have. Can I just replace a blueprint with an already built thing? No. Well, we are just 100% out of... Why are we out? Why are we out? What has happened to my coal? Oh. I begin to see the problem. Wait, I don't begin to see the problem. Why? What happened to... Oh, we have one winder out here. We need a second one. Alright, got it. How did it take this long for this problem to be, to make itself known? You'd think we would have figured this one out beforehand, huh? Yeah, that's about right. Cover that space. So then you can also cover the, catapulter. The catapultier. Good. You need to be on the team. Well done. Alright. Now I know what happened. Easy solution. Really? Not him. Oh, jeez. You. This is fine now. Probably. Whee! Wow, that's a big stack of rocks. Unexpectedly big stack of rocks. Also big stack of... What is going on here? Oh, because we were so behind on coal. We didn't have power to run all of the facilities that are using the metal. I get it. So we ran out of... Wait, what? That's a little backwards. How did we run out of metal during that time, but not out of ore? The ore machine, the machines that make metal out of the ore don't require power. They're all, oh, they require the coal as fuel. I see. We ran out of coal, so the machines that make the ore into metal couldn't be run. I now understand the situation. Fine. Alright, problem resolved. We now need to figure these places out. This is gonna be... let's see. More red than yellow. So we're gonna yellow, red, and blue in proximity to the flowers. Man, even on my trike, it takes forever to get out here. Yellow, red, and blue. Good job, Solo Prep Squad. Proud of you and everything you've done. Get out of the way. Yeah. I guess make that go like that. Sure. So we're going to need robots much like these robots. handling flowers. I'm going to assign zones so that everybody knows which flowers go where. This should be 5. It is 5. These are where all the flowers go. So let's get some people doing flower-related things. We're going to need gladioli. Gladioli, gladioli. Give me the formuoli. I think I found a place where I can find some gladioli seeds. I think I found several places where I could find me some gladioli seeds. I need a scythe. Where is a scythe I can take advantage of? There we go. Took my scythe. I was gonna take that. I guess I'm taking the next one down. Maybe? As soon as I get here. On my trike. That'll do. I want to put the bunch of gladioli in the correct box for gladioli. So it's going to be the actual paint and the flowers, right? Yellow paint, yellow flowers. Red paint, red flowers. Blue paint, blue flowers. That's how this is going to work. Alright, let's cut down a thing. Where is here? You. Sorry. There we go. Drop them here. And now we have you, a robot, who is going to find flower seeds in these locations and pick them up until hands full or no more seeds, and then plant seeds in exactly this location until hands empty, and do this forever. You've done it. I'm so proud of you. What's up, dog? Now we need someone to cut flowers. You need a metal scythe? Is that a real thing? No. I guess you just get a crude scythe, because that's the only kind of scythe there is. Teach you how to pick up a crude scythe. So if your hands are empty, you pick up a scythe. And then you cut down a flowers. In the prime of their youth. Nearest wildflowers in wildflower zone. Repeat forever. And have a scythe. Alright, and then we need somebody to store the gladioli. A bunch of gladioli in this particular region. Repeat till hand's full. Store. Repeat until hand's empty. Do it forever. I love you. And we will have 3 of the 5 possible rangers. Alright. Now, same deal, but for red. Gonna need another scythe, aren't I? Are there... Unless there's red seeds somewhere. Just some roses lying around. Wait a minute. Tulips are also red. Am I supposed to be using tulips or roses? Roses. Alright. I see a bunch of roses over here, but no rose seeds. I guess I gotta go get a scythe. I wonder what happened to the rose seeds. Slowly, very slowly, building up my metal stockpile again. Blowing through all of the ore. So the forge is ahead of ore tossing. And that's maybe okay. I mean, we could always ramp up ore tossing and then forge more ore. But maybe it's alright. Alright, new robot. You are going to plant roses. Rose seeds in the zone surrounding the zone. Repeat forever. Repeat until hand's full. Or there's no more seeds. And then plant in the actual zone. Repeat until hand's empty. Do it forever. And now we need a new robot to pick up the chopped down roses. Bunch of roses. In the larger rose zone. Repeat until hand's full or no more roses. And dump them in rose storage. Alright, so that's handled. And now we need someone to do the same thing in blue. Maybe more than one someone to do the same thing in blue? Maybe. Am I out of coal again? I'm out of coal again. What has happened here? Why can you not find a train carriage? Hello? Maybe marking this as... Huh, maybe that was a mistake? Weird thoughts? Why would that cause problems? Like, it's so weird. Like, the carriage is right there. Why would you not find it? This is the same thing that was happening with the berry guy, wasn't it? We're not broken over here, are we? Yeah, same thing. Totally broken. I don't understand. You got stuck trying to add to it from over here, but it's not over there. Like, find just breaks sometimes. That's so weird. Why does this happen? There must be some bug with train carriages. Like, is the problem with me? Am I not interacting with it correctly? Do I need to... Do I need to set something else in that... Like, why is it... Do I need to program the robots differently when I'm dealing with train carriages somehow? I just don't understand. Maybe I need to watch them and figure it out. Too busy worrying about art right now. We gotta figure out this art business. Blue. Blue is delphiniums. Blue is delphiniums. Alright, buddy. You gotta pick up delphinium seeds. Plant some delphiniums. Until hands full or no more seeds. And then you plant here. I was debating calling them Oracle at Delphi, but I don't need to explain my jokes. If you know, you know. And then, of course, we need a Blue Ranger. Heat until hands full or out of flowers. And add to delphinium storage. Yeah, we're definitely going to need another Tillerman. And I hope the new Tillerman arrives soon. had an idea that might fix the issue of adding to carriages. I am interested in hearing what you have thought of. Putting an exit repeat of hands full after the add to carriage could force out of repeating forever. That, I mean, I don't think I can change the logic of that loop. Oh, I guess I can just put in an exit, huh? If hands full, exit. I could try that. I don't know if that'll, like, drastically change the efficiency. I guess I'll have to watch it and find out. Since exit on failure is not working. Yeah. Well, it's not that exit on failure isn't working. I'm not sure what's not working about it. Like, something's not working, but I'm not sure what. Hello, Formal. How's it going? We're going to need more Flower Reapers as well, aren't we? Another robot, please. Send me another bot. Alright, let's see if we can get robots making things. Now is the time for buckets of paint. Hopefully. Alright, robot. This is what you're gonna do. You are going to grab some eggs. Gotta find the eggs. Eggs are over by the kitchen. Where's the kitchen? Here's the kitchen. Come over here. You're going to grab an egg. Screwed it up. There we go. Move to egg storage. Take from egg storage. Repeat until hands full. Do I have one robot adding eggs to all of the alchemy stations? I could. But the thing is, it's not going to be even. So maybe I don't. We need more blue production than the others. So it's not like add one egg to each every loop. So I think we just have one robot for each alchemy station. Until... oh, not you. Repeat until hands full. That is correct. This repeats. Until not empty the station. Do that forever. Blue eggs. And then we have a robot grabbing delphiniums. Maybe just do that forever. Maybe don't have to worry about full or not full. You just always move over delphiniums, because that's a lot of delphiniums to move around. I think so. Does this game encourage infinitely tall stacks still? Not encourage, but also, like, not discourage either. Like, you can, and it doesn't stop you, but it's also generally not the most efficient way to deal with things. Like, on the whole, you want to have... Uh-oh. Did this get stopped? Can the roamer not make it back? I think the roamer can't make it back. Yup. There's no rock to roam to. Oh no. Disaster. How do I fix this? Maybe instead of finding rough stone blocks, they find hard rock mass? Does that work? These things are wind-up powered? Yup. Oh, just find the catapult! Because the catapult is going to be fixed within, like, the radius. Is this going to work? You don't need to find clay. No, it's not exactly... I wanted you to move to catapult, move to wonder. There we go. This is what I wanted. Just move back and forth. This is all I needed from you. And that should solve the problem. Hopefully moving to the wonder doesn't... I wonder if moving to the wonder locks it. It might. I'll have to watch this. There's so many things I feel like I have to watch now. I'll have to watch it once there are blocks available to yeet. Once yeeting has recommenced. Yeah, I don't know how to get robots that are powered by anything other than wind-up. I don't think those robots exist in this game. And I am pretty late into the game. We are doing a lot of things here. Like trying to make art. Anyway, back to the bucket business. Let's see if this works. I'm not sure if it will. But we're going to find out. Alright, you need to grab a bucket. I said grab a bucket. Oh, I'm still traveling. Ah, there we go. You need to fill the bucket with water. Fill the bucket with water. Add to the alchemy station. Until held object empty. And then add to the alchemy station. Yeah, that does work. Okay. Cool. Yup, that works. Alright, excellent, excellent. I wasn't sure if it would. But it does, apparently. And you have by far the longest part of the chain. So I'm not going to add anything else to you. We'll add a new robot to move materials over. So then new robot is just going to pick up paint and store paint. Cool. Okay, wait, come back here. Good. Now do what you're gonna do. And we need 2 robots to do the exact same thing with the other colors. Uh-oh. We added materials. Alright, first new robot. You're going to do the same thing, but you're going to do it with Alchemy Station 10. Alchemy Station 10. Alchemy Station 10. Alchemy Station 10. And you are going to be red buckets. Can you see the robots that wind up the other robots? Sure. It's, those are honestly pretty straightforward. I have a whole team of them. And generally they just say, find nearest bot, move to bot, recharge bot, do that forever. Not particularly complex. And then a lot of the time they're just idle. Alright, I need another robot to do yellow buckets. And you are going to go to Alchemy Station 9. Station 9. Station 9. Station 9. You are yellow buckets. Alright, now we need eggs. and eggs for each alchemy station. So, you stop what you're doing and give me information about you. And then continue. And then you are now going to be red eggs. Which means instead of station 11, you care about station 10. Station 10. Station 10. Do it. Now I need a new robot, but we're out of new robots, which is sad. Maybe it's time to take over Scout? Scout's not doing anything relevant anymore either. Get over here, buddy. I got a job for you. I'll even let you keep the hat. You are going to become yellow eggs. Which means you care about Station 9. Station 9? Station 9? Station 9? Why are we still no new robots? What is going on here? What are we out of over here? What is the problem? We have no crude metal plates. Oh, that is a problem, isn't it? It's supposed to be making me the metal plates. Just the one guy? Just the one metal plate maker? Being out of crude metal definitely doesn't help the problem. Guess I burned through too many robots. I didn't realize that was going to be a problem. I thought they'd be able to keep up. I was, it turns out, mistaken. Am I out of bulrush cloth? Kinda. Wow. That is also an unexpected outcome. I'm gonna have to make another... I'm gonna have to make more bulrush cloth makers? Happens with the fiber. Fiber goes into here and becomes thread. Do I just have one robot moving both making the fiber and then moving the thread? That's a lot of business for just one robot. Yup. I can see why this is a problem. That is absolutely inefficient. You've taken too much work upon you, little robot, with your Santa hat. Adorable Santa hat, to be sure. But, we could be doing better here, is what I'm saying. This could be 3 robots. We got 1 robot doing the work of 3. What a rock star robot. But, like, let's give you the help you deserve. Once I have more robots. How are we doing here, by the way? We've got yellow eggs and red eggs. That's good. We've got buckets and eggs for both colors. And then we need a flowers bot for the other colors. But first, I'm going to improve this bulrush business. First? No, let's deal with this first. Let's deal with the flowers first. Take bunch of roses. Oh. Take bunch of roses. Add to alchemy station. Repeat until hand's full. Repeat until hand's empty. Do it forever. Alright, buckets, eggs, flowers, ranger, and then storage. So we still need yellow flowers, which we can make happen. I just never hit forward movement for you, huh? Huh. So who's been storing things? I guess just the carriers have been storing things? Fascinating. Okay. Hey, 700, we got there. Nice. Yellow flowers. You need to repeat until hand's full, or there's no more flowers. Move to the station, repeat until hand's empty, and do this forever. Nice. Alright. And then we need red storage and yellow storage. We need red storage and yellow storage. Alright, that's good. I need a new robot. No, I'm out of robot. Once again, out of robot. Can I speed up the process? Can I help make things happen over here? No, it's entirely down to out of metal. And because I am out of metal, I am out of robot. How do I add more metal? More catapults? Another catapults is how I add more metal. Alright, well. We might be able to do that. Might be able to make that happen. Weren't you working on a catapult for me? Did y'all finish? There is a catapult right there. Wow, how lucky. I gotta go make sure that the catapult fires. And also get y'all started on yet another catapult. Turns out catapult probably fires. Alright, and then let's get one of y'all out here. Hey, new robot. Lucky. Just in time to have them start firing a catapult. You need to make sure that you are aiming for this. Excuse me? Why can I not choose this catapult? Really? I can't choose a catapult? Why can't I choose a catapult? That's so weird. Okay. Huh. Oh, it doesn't fit. I gotta get rid of the apostrophe. Alright, well that'll have to do. More ore is now being catapulted. Definitely a preferred outcome. Hopefully this translates to more ore being forged. And thus more metal being created. On account of we need more metal. Trying to see if ore storage ever gets to the point where it's not zeroing out. In which case we may need to add more forgers or quicker cleanup or something. Something. Okay. So it's mostly like bots are fighting for the ore. Still. Rather than there being an abundance of ore. But also, there is a fair amount of contention for access to the box. Like, we may want to upgrade this box. Insofar as I have room to upgrade this box. Unfortunately, I'm not quite sure I have room to upgrade the box. I may need to move the box if I'm going to do an upgrade. Which means I'll have to move all the catapults. Alright, the ore is being picked up fast enough. I mean, I increased ore transport by 20%. And forging and other potential bottlenecky throughput parts are keeping up. So that's good. Alright, leave that as is for a bit. Come back to it later. I never did make yellow storage, did I? That was the thing I needed to fix. Okay. New robot. You are picking up buckets and putting buckets in crates. And I guess I'll do like a small baby colonist farm back here because we need WUV in order to make paint, in order to make a thing. Wild. Wow, look at all the gladioli. That's a lot of flowers. Why are you carrying all these flowers, robot? That's a lot of flowers in a place I don't expect those flowers to be. Are those your flowers, Yellow Ranger? Curious. We're out of buckets. I knew this day would come. I mean, also we're out of metal. So it's not like I can just make another bucket maker. I forgot about Snake Hat. Excellent. Excellent. Just super good. Okay. Let's find out if I can add existing WUV. Big WUV. Can I add big WUV to the easel? Wow. Big WUV is tough to carry. It is a heavy weight on my shoulders. Yes. Okay. So the existing WUV works. I don't need to add a separate WUV farm in order for this to work. That said, this is some difficult WUV to maneuver. And I can't have a robot just pick up any old kind of WUV. It's going to be the specific WUV, isn't it? Like, WUV is not generic. Running out of eggs, though. Might need more chooks. The egg stack's looking a little low these days. Oh, yeah. Definitely need more chooks. And may end up needing a second hen house. I'm wondering if I should automate chook breeding. If that's a reasonable way to do this. Can all of the chooks use the same henhouse? Like, is there a problem with multiple chooks using the henhouse at a time? It looks like the answer is no. It seems like multiple chooks can use the henhouse to poop out an egg at the same time. If so, then I don't need an extra henhouse. All I need is the one henhouse and an ever-growing colony of chooks. I saw it happen before. I want to wait until I see it again. That multiple chooks enter the hen house at the same time. And don't appear to wait for one chook to finish laying an egg before the other chook goes in the hen house and lays an egg. That's still inconclusive. It feels like it's working, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah. That was another chook entering the hen house. But I don't know if it waited for the first one to finish laying its egg before the second one laid the second egg. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna add some automation for this regardless. We got plenty of cereal seeds, so that's not gonna be a problem. Robot, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna come get 10 cereal seeds. Let's confirm that you can carry 10 cereal seeds at a time. You can? Beautiful. You're gonna do this 10 times. You are going to add... Oh my god, where are the chooks? Here they are. Actually, I should take over bigger chunks at once, because I need to do a full batch. I'm going to add to the hen house until your hands are empty. You are going to do this forever. Interesting. I'm wondering if I should have like a trigger for the robot to add another chook. Like maybe only go do this thing. Ooh. You can't add to the hen house while chooks are in the hen house. Oh, that's interesting. So I guess if a hen house is in constant use, it just won't be able to add more chooks. Although maybe the robot can do it when I can't. I guess I don't have... Sometimes robots can do things that I am not allowed to do, because robots are better people or something, I don't know. Alright. Can I then have you pick up a chook? I think I can. Find nearest chook. and add to hen house and do this times 2. And then there will just be chickens forever. Whenever the hen house is not busy. Okay. Chooks are happy to share the hen house. That's great. And whenever the hen house is not busy, we will add more hens. Love it. It's probably fine. Oh, it went to find the chook and it couldn't because the chook moved. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. We've got to fix that one. Big chicken, you are not doing this correctly. Repeat until hands not empty. Find chook, pick up chook until you have a chook. Let's see if that works now. Wow, that took a lot. Is that like game slowdown because there's too many things happening? Or is that just an animation of like... Oh, they go to sleep in the hen house. That's cute. I guess you can't do anything at night. Chase Chook until run out of power, right? First the robot eyes ring, then the chooks usurp power. I mean, there's going to be a lot of chooks once we're done here. They are positioned well to potentially take over. I want to watch this. Like, there's other stuff to do, but I want to make sure this works. Whatever, I'll come back when it's day. I'm so happy that I named one of the hay bale movers Christian Bale. That tickles me. Alright, we're gonna need you to pick up Wov and bring it over to the easel. Repeat times 3. 3 Wov at a time. I guess repeat until your hands are full. And also look in all the places that Wov might be found. So you won't be wooking Pawov in all Dawang places. Okay, it's time. It's happening. Come on out, team! Are your hands not empty? Hands are not empty. How did this happen? Something has gone wrong. Alright, maybe I will assist in this one case, since something is clearly incorrect here. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool. Whoa, it's full. Alright, you know what? We'll just drop it over here. People will figure it out. How did he end up with, In this universe, I imagine Love the Way You Why was a big hit for Wiana. Oh my god. Hey, you did it! You grabbed a chicken. Try again. Nice. Nice. Alright. The process appears to work. You know, you're never sorry, are you, Garrett? Alright. So, we need a robot adding canvases. And we need a robot adding paint. Do I want a robot doing all the paints? Maybe a robot could be doing, like, blue paint and yellow paint, and then another robot could be doing red paint and canvas? That seems reasonable. How heavy are paints, actually, now that I think about it? Paints are not heavy. Okay, good. Take from blue paint 5 times. And add to the easel. Until hand's empty. And then pick up exactly 1 yellow paint. And add it to the easel. Until hand's empty, just to be sure. And do that until not empty, the easel. And I have to even this out. Maybe I don't have to even this out. I'm going to have to even this out. And probably the easiest way is by taking this extra paint. And then we need a new robot. Is going to add red paint. And then add canvas. Until not empty. The easel. And forever. But let me finish adding this red paint real quick. Oh! The buckets! We get the buckets back! We get the buckets back! Oh ho! Okay, that changes things. Alright, what have we done here? Where are we at? You don't know what getting buckets back means, but glad it's going good. It is going good. We're getting more buckets. So all of these bucket robots can look for buckets here first. Find nearest metal bucket. And then, if hands empty, take from storage. You will repeat this once, and if it fails, grab a metal bucket from there. Cool. Yes, yes, the container is reusable. I was surprised to find this out. Happy to discover it, though. Repeat times 1. And then if hands empty, grab a bucket separately. Excellent. So that was yellow and red. Blue still needs to be fixed. Blue buckets. Repeat times 1 can fail. And then if hands empty, grab a bucket. And now we need someone to store abstracts. And I am not walking all the way down there. We're going to put this up here for now. And new robot will pick up paintings and store them. What do I name? You're like an art house manager, right? Person who is storing paintings? Or maybe you're just like a storage unit manager? I don't know. Who is this robot? The art appreciator has logged on. Alright, and then this bucket of red paint needs to be moved to the other buckets of red paint. And now, people who are painting can do the painting. Oh, whenever paint gets added, it fills it up. Alright, I see it. It's a lot of buckets. Really? The abstracts are too heavy? Even for, like, fully powered robots? You've got arms! How heavy are these paintings? Atelier? Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yeah. I just like it because it sounds fancy, not because I necessarily think it's appropriate. But it does sound fancy, and is probably appropriate. It's a giant stack of buckets. Oh my god. Why are you slow at this? Don't you have good arms? You totally have good arms. Those are the good arms, right? Are they not the good arms? I think they're the good arms. They are. Do I need to give you another arms? Can I do that? Going to find out. Can I give you another arms upgrade? Mr. Robot. So that you are not walking so slow everywhere. Nope. Alright, I guess you're just slow. Wow, awkward. Is there any other upgrade I could give them? I think power upgrades are the ones that give them more slots for arms. Can they be even armier than a super power upgrade? Storage. Walk speed. I guess walk speed might help. We could give them roller skates. Power upgrade is to hold more things. Yeah, that's it. Those are all the upgrades. Right, and then it's backpack, energy, speed, power, sensor. Brain, yep. Backpack, energy, speed, power, sensor, brain. Yep. I guess that's as good as it gets. Huh. Well, that sucks for sure. Extremely slow robots, I guess, is going to be how this is going to go. Oh my god, there's so many buckets. We will never run out of buckets. We are going to run out of flowers before we run out of buckets, as has already occurred. We need another tiller. Where am I? Oh, here we go. Maybe 3 tillers is the correct number of tillers? Alright. Art looks like it's actually handled, which is wild. Wild and unexpected. I didn't think this was going to go this well, but it appears to have gone fairly well. Which means... Okay, so unfortunately I have to call stream early today. So I think this is the point at which I do that. I have evening plans that unfortunately require a little bit more time than usual. So, we're going to be cutting stream here. I never did get to pills and ball gowns, unfortunately. But that is now the next thing to look at, right? So, book bottlenecks is one thing. There's probably still more book bottlenecks. We did art! It's exciting. So, pills, ball gowns, encyclopedias. The next food, burgers. Pills, ball gowns, encyclopedias, burgers. That's 4 of the things. Mansions is 5. Arts is 6. 7th thing. What's the 7th thing? Toys. We need to get a system in place for better toys. All of these things need to be handled before we can start putting people in castles. And also better trains? Better trains is a possibility too. But for now, this is the list. The dog hears me when I call. Wait, can I call the dog over? Oh, beautiful. Just gonna spread this out a little bit so the font isn't tiny. I don't know why that matters to me, but it kind of matters to me. Alright, pills, ball gowns, toys, encyclopedias, burgers, and then maybe trains. Are there automobiles? I don't think there are automobiles. There are, like, steam-powered trains, or at least trains that require fueling of some kind. There's definitely not planes, but catapults are vaguely similar to planes. It's a hell of a Christmas list, right? I like burgers right at the end of the Christmas list, too. This is very important. Yeah. Good. Exciting. More stuff to do. More stuff to do next time. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting better colonists. They're gonna be so happy. They're gonna be so happy a colonist. Yeah. Happy colonists. Looking forward to it. But all that'll have to wait until next stream. Next week is when that'll have to wait till.